Hey guys, welcome back. We're back working on the barn. If you haven't checked out the first two episodes or videos of this, we did the foundation and then we did all the wall framing, and now we're working on the roof. These are the same I-joists that we used for the roof of our house. The span in between the two walls is 20 feet. So I just used the same exact I-joist because I know they can span that. Instead of doing 24-foot ones this time, we did 22-foot because I know they weren't going to hang off on the front side of the barn. As you can see, they're flush with the beam, but they are going to hang off about 2 feet. I think it ended up being about 16 inches on the back side. So I hope you enjoy the video. I'll see you at the end. Tad, I'm definitely moving my wall. What about that?
Yeah, it's pretty centered now. Looks great.
So today was a pretty decent day. We just need to get all these 2x4s on top of the roof so that we can put the metal on the roof, which we'll show you that next time you see us because it'll be easier. I'm going to make a little platform so the tripod can be up on top of the roof with us, but it should go pretty quick because that's just nailing shit down, cutting it once in a while. Then the metal roof, then the metal siding, then like doors and stuff, but those don't really matter.
And then marriage.
And then marriage. And then kids. Well, maybe kid first. The baby. What I'm going to start with today is getting all of our rafters connected to the beam. Usually use like a Simpson hurricane tie or something. I don't like Simpson hurricane ties. Not because they don't work, but because you have to put like 10 nails in for each one. You have to do each side. So we have 20 joists going each way. 2 of them on each one. So we're at 80 times 10 nails per thing, which is like 800 nails, which would suck. So I use structural screws, and because I'm a little worried about just splitting the top of that beam, I'm going to pre-drill them, all the holes first, and then I'm going to go back and put the screws in. So it should be pretty good. I'm not going to actually pre-drill the part going into the joist. I'm just going to pre-drill the actual beam part. So it should go pretty quickly. I just have to shuffle along the top of the thing. So we just got done with that. The next thing I need to do is finish putting up strapping. Because we're not sheathing this roof and we're doing it like a normal post and beam style framing, we're not sheathing it. The metal roof the panel can't go on against parallel supports. The supports have to be perpendicular to the length of the panel. So we're going to put 2x4 strapping, I'm calling it, all the way across the roof, every 2 foot on center. I could probably get away with every 3 foot or every 4 foot, but we'll just do it every 2 foot on center. It'll make the structure really rigid. Yeah, but I need to get that done before tomorrow so that we can put the roof on tomorrow. So I started a little bit, but I'll bring you guys up here this time and actually show it to you. The next thing I did is went through and cut all the ends of the rafter, all the rafter tails, to be plumb. So I didn't use a speed square, I just used a level, drew a line, and then cut it with my circular saw, and it got it pretty good. It's good enough for a barn, and we're going to put a fascia across it anyways. Now we started putting on the fascia for the barn. I really appreciate when people come out and help me, so thank you for everyone who helped put this barn together. I think I did a shout out to everyone for the foundation, and now everyone for the framing and roofing. It's super helpful having more people than just me out there doing it, because it would take forever if it was just me. But yeah, it's easier to get sheets of metal up on the roof and so on. But as you saw, we were putting the drip edge on the front, and the fascia just later slid right under that drip edge. And now we're putting up these panels. I sized these panels so that we didn't have to cut them at all, and they would fit perfectly on this like covered area in front of the barn. So yeah. Oh, it's bright. Putting sunglasses back on. So, we just got done with the porch roof, and if we just put the other roof on, we'd have this weird gap that would just put air straight into the barn, which air in the barn isn't bad. It's not going to be airtight by any means, but water and rain and stuff and snow could get in there. So what we're doing is we're taking this flashing, which lines up perfectly with the top of this 2x4. We're just going to screw it in, and then it will sit on the actual metal roof. Eventually we might get closure strips to go right here, but for now it's just going to be how it is. It's just going to sit there. Eventually we also will screw it in to the top of every one of these ribs, so it doesn't flap around in the metal or in the wind. But for now, I think we just gotta take the plastic off of it and get it up. I just got this first panel tacked into place. It's even along this edge and along the bottom. So putting the other panels on should go pretty smoothly. Let's have every panel sit 7.5 inches from the edge of this guy, or 11 inches. So, should be easy. Let me get this screwed down the rest of the way, and then we'll keep on trucking. I have a bad habit of not hitting record, but we got half of the roof on, which makes the building a little top heavy, and we don't have any walls braced, so if we got a big gust of wind, we're gonna have a little shaking action. So I got one brace on, just putting X's, but for right now we're not really gonna do X's. We're just gonna do one angle in each corner and then come back to X's later. This little wall is next, and then we're gonna do the side walls. This bay is a little big. It's a little wide because I didn't make it exactly 10 feet. It's like 12 feet. So I'm going to use this 16-foot 2x4 instead of a 10-foot 2x6. We'll go all the way up with it instead of just halfway like we did before. That looks super janky. I'd fix that. That one's not staying. But I'm pretty confident in this building. I'm going to go up and see if I can make it shimmy at all. The next thing we have to do is this flashing for the top. It shouldn't be too hard. I'm just going to stick it out a little bit so I can trim it off and then shoot the same screws we've been using into the top of it because they're long enough. Probably every 3-4 feet. So let's do it. Let's get this plastic taken off. I have a bad habit of not hitting record, which is what happened, but we're done with the roof and I'm putting on the tall wall, the 12-foot side of these panels. So I'm more than halfway there. I think I got 3 panels left, maybe 4 panels left. I think 4, but you'll get to at least watch me do those 4 panels, I guess. Alright. That looks way better. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of let this play in the background. This is how we made all of the barn doors. We made a total of 3 of them for the barn. But thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We do have one more barn video coming up, and it's going to be all of the trim and finishing the roof, because I was 1 panel short on the roof, about a foot short. And so the next video of the barn, we will be finishing all of that. I'll kind of show you what's going on inside right now. Yeah, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.